Hey, what's going on, community? I hope the month of October is off to a great start for you. I know it's been a while since I've been in front of the camera, either talking to you about work experience and helping you further your career, or sharing my personal experience in the family caregiving space. And it's for that reason that I have not been in front of the camera as much over the last week or so, because I've been spending a lot of time in that space. And while I do have a lot to share, I recently got caught a little bit flat-footed, and I just want to make sure it doesn't happen to you. So I've got a couple of things that I want to share with you as a PSA. So let's get into it. All right, I'm going to take the approach of using the STAR method for this video. If you know, then you know. Forward. I have a relative who lives in another state. They're currently in a skilled nursing facility. They need to move to my state. The goal is to get them into a skilled nursing facility here, as well as permanent residence, which would be assisted living. So my tasks, therefore, are to understand what the rules of the road are for Medi-Cal, Medicare. You add the complexity of moving the individual from one state to the other. Those rules get a lot more complex. Every state has different rules. Every state has different guidelines, especially when it comes to paperwork, documentation. There is a financial component. There is also a medical component. You have to meet thresholds for both of those. So understanding what those are, as well as identifying an appropriate skilled nursing facility, as well as assisted living, and coordinating appointments that are currently pending for regular doctors, specialists, etc., getting those identified and mapped, and also unwinding their life, right? Not only you've been looking after their affairs, but now some of those affairs have to be virtually picked up and moved to a new state. So my activities, beginning with visiting skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, not relying on simply word of mouth or websites. And this is something that people take for granted. Go out and visit them, get a feel for the surroundings, get a feel for a day in the life. Understand, the makeup of the staff, what their staffing levels are, day and night. Every facility is a little bit different. Some of them, they will go by whatever the doctor's orders are, but some of them have processes, and unfortunately they are very rigid. So the other thing I'll also tell you is that don't just assume because it is a skilled nursing facility they will accept your patient. They're not obligated to. They will examine clinicals. They will also try to find out how the patient interacts socially with the staff and other residents. So keep that in mind. If there are any fractures in your current relationship, make sure you fill in those gaps before people start having conversations. You want to make sure that you have advocates, not adversaries. You may have some overlapping appointments, which may, be impacted by the move. If you're looking for a doctor or specialist, you have a good relationship with yours, simply ask them, because more than likely, whether they share the same network or not, most doctors have a recommendation. It's going to be a new social arrangement. You're going to be uprooting them away from friends, their regular routine. Even if that routine has been, primarily in some type of skilled nursing facility for quite some time, or, in an assisted living facility, you're still, uprooting them. And there's a little bit of anxiety that comes along with that. Let's just say that. I'm looking for a very positive outcome. Keep the transition as smooth as possible. I'm going to say this. I know it won't be perfect, but we're all working towards the same goal, and that's the key. Make sure that the people that you're dealing with, that the people you are interacting with, know who you are, know what your purpose is. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to say, I don't know, rather than just assume. Because keep in mind, you're not doing this just for yourself. You're taking on this responsibility, looking after someone else's care. You want to do the best job you can, all right? So I've said this to you before. Sometimes you find yourselves in situations where you just have to respond. There is no good time for everything. It's uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's not an original saying for me. Someone told me that repeatedly, okay? And when I finally leaned into it, they were right. I got through it. And I'm telling you right now, you can get through it. I'm very fortunate, even though you see my face in front of the camera, I've got a very supportive partner. You might not have that support at your side, but you do have support here, okay? So keep working hard, and whatever you do, just keep pressing forward, keep lifting as you climb. I'll see you next time.